AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit right here in LeGrand. They have advent calendars for Christmas. They have a bunch to choose from, but the crowd favorites are the Lego and the escape room style. And my sister, who is married to the owner, well, they own it together, said that the escape room style advent calendars are awesome. So go to Hobby Habit, 411 First Street in LeGrand, and check it out just for the fun of it. LHS boys soccer lost their first round playoff game to Staten on Tuesday, bringing their season to an end. It's one of those ones where it was a team that wasn't even 500 that made the playoffs, so it's like your chances of win. They go in as the 16 seed. They lost to the 1 seed. They ended about where predicted with that. The girls team, on the other hand, hosted North Bend last night up at Community Stadium and extended their lossless streak to 12 games. So they tied a game in there, but they haven't lost in 12 games. They host Astoria on Saturday up at Community Stadium in the 4A OSAA state quarterfinals. We'll know more, we don't know a time yet because it kind of depends. EOU doesn't have anything at home this weekend. They're on the road for football. Soccer's on the road, so we'll know more. I would hope today, and I'll get that out as soon as possible. LeGrand football goes to Philomath tomorrow night for their first round playoff game. If they play like they played against Pendleton, they should do pretty well. They're both Philomath and LeGrand finished in 3rd place in their conference. And I like this matchup for the Tigers. I would have much rather go to Philomath and play Philomath on the road than have beat Pendleton and had Mazama at home, because I think Mazama's a tougher team in the playoffs than Philomath. As for EOU sports, they have a big schedule this weekend. EOU football goes to Southern and takes on the 8th ranked Raiders in Ashland. And that's going to be a tough game for the Mounties, coming off of a emotional, huge win at home last Saturday night against the Yotes. First time they beat them since August of 2018. So, hopefully the Mounties can keep that rolling and get another win. EOU cross country, both men and women, head to Portland tomorrow for the CCC championships. Both teams are really good. They're both top 15. I think the men are top 15, women top 25 in the country, and they should have a good showing at the CCC championships. Women's basketball plays Rocky today and Hope International tomorrow in the Best Western Invitational in Caldwell, Idaho, while the men's basketball team takes their Montana trip. They do this every year. They go play Carroll on the road in Montana and MSU Northern over the weekend. EOU volleyball goes to Portland and takes on Warner Pack and Multnomah. If they win both of these games, which they should, I don't knock on wood, they lock up the CCC crown and get to host the CCC tournament next weekend, which would be huge. If you win the CCC, you're automatically in the national tournament. So it doesn't matter what you do in the tournament, but it's always nice to have that tournament here. It generates funds. It gets a little bit of hype going into the national tournament. And this volleyball team has a legitimate shot at making it right back to the semis where they did last year on the national level, and maybe even going further. Women's wrestling's in Great Falls, Montana for the Battle of the Rockies tournament, while the men head to Ashland on Saturday to take on Southern as well, and that's the duel for the wagon wheel. So if EOU wins, they get to bring that wheel back home. Southern's tough, though, so it's going to be a challenge for the Mounties. That's all I got for sports today. AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit. Go check them out just for the fun of it.